see we have love as pets. We haven't seen a wild showing that they aren't just like that they aren't mindless automatons. Be back in there. You feel more guilty for like eating, which is what these other sentient animals do to each other all the time. Because that nature is cruel, selfless, unforgiving.
But she won't get to keep it for long. It's quick to muscle it.
I believe we're the only sentient being with a sense of self and perspective to make yourself feel better. Ironically, I like to appeal to nature. Of the humans, they're right in front of us. That we rose above nature, we conquered nature. We forget our compromise for some gain.
Most amazing experience, a glimpse of the future. I've seen a living, beating heart built from scratch in a laboratory. It's a major breakthrough, a vital step towards custom-made human body parts for transplants. Now, say you had a serious heart or kidney disease. There'd be no more waiting months, maybe years for a donor. Your doctor would simply order a new organ designed especially for you. Of science, blurring the line between human and animal. Custom-made organs growing inside sheep, and ears growing inside sheep, and ear growing in a dish.
That's pretty interesting.
A man-made finger. And perhaps most stunning of all, a heart made in a jar, alive and beating. A living heart.
If they can regrow hearts, what about steak? Steak, it has to be too specific of the texture and stuff. How about ground beef? It's grounded up anyway. But get this, about the steak and more specific meats are just cut and not ground up. It starts out as stem cell meat. From like brain activity, other way that'd be vegetables. Sheep to the slaughter. Why would that? How would it make sense in nature? Wouldn't they be triggered to run away at the first sign of danger? They're like in a slaughter loud. Probably. In their lives, they don't have to constantly worry about predation, being eaten, though they're being safe for that. You have all their food given to them. Like sleep to a slaughter, everything conditioning on welfare and stuff, but have the normalcy bias. And support big government that want to kill and enslave them, but not for Putin blocking off Ukraine. Meat for animals grown for meat, not for pets, not to live out the wild animals. Some things that will, like numb brain development and activity all the way, making even more vegetable-like. More. Let's see chickens have sunlight. They manually stimulate their muscles to tenderize them. They can still move. Chickens can still move with their heads cut off. Even rabbit are grown just for meat, just to eat and stuff. Just thinking which is more humane, hunting or eating out of a grocery store that grew in a factory farm. And these deer had lives, so you're just near a predator to them technically. actually a biased predator. So we're really not really more different for we're hunting wild animals that are already being hunted by other wild animals. You're not making your life worse. You're filling a niche, which is what a species always do. These factory farm animals are okay. They don't look much. I completely mindless. They aren't too different right now from the animals we have for pets or like to see us live. Stem cell meat. All meat is stem cell meat. We are stem cell meat. Lower their brain activity, stop it from developing. It's actually more like homeschool, or more like self-taught from books and TV, for educational TV, and looking stuff up on internet. Testing AI to help me learn about concepts. Can't even get a job at McDonald's because you're asking for a GED. Every resume, not an IQ test, a GED. So, can you give me a solid like and subscribe? Help me continue my research, improving the world.